And the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints. Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here we go. 480. Check 53. Mike. Let's put him on the plane.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
15 yards on the play, first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, but he's got it.
Prescott finding Witten. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, 47. Watch the 26.
Prescott yet again. And that's Elliott, complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. To throw is Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A.J. Klein able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Prescott, and a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Marr able to put this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And complete right side to Cook. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down, Saints.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second play to 6 at the 36-yard line.
Check 55 to Mike. Here we go, go. Mike 55.
From the 36, Bridgewater. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Go, get out there.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Here we go, 46. Watch the shift. Watch the safety creep. Slam, slam, slam. Shift. Here we go, 47. 26.
On second down, it's Elliott, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Third and long for Prescott. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Get ready.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Looking long for Thomas. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
55, 55. Hey, eat. You're not ready. Go. Out.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Third and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Bridgewater. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Check 55 to Mike. Read. Go. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
To throw is Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check 13. Check 13. Or twist.
To throw, Bridgewater. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is taken at about the 14. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check the backer. Mike, 55.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Thomas. A gain there of 21 yards.
Come on, man. Let's go.
21 yards. First down, Saints.
Set, hut. 18 data. Come on, baby. 81. Baby. Good. Hey, check right. Watching you five.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Partners, switching gears for a second. A really cool moment on Sunday night when Clay Matthews, former Brown. Linebacker was inducted into Cleveland's Ring of Honor, and of course his son Clay was playing for the opposite team that night. It was a really neat moment.
Fantastic moment. And it's Clay 2 and Clay 3, correct?
Yes.
Dad is 2, son who's playing for the Rams now is 3. When he popped out there to see the rest of the family, all of them wearing the 57 jersey, that Clay II wore with such distinction for Cleveland for all those years. When he played long enough, a lot of people think he played with Otto Graham. I mean, it was amazing.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Third and long for Bridgewater. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On fourth down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 63 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A second down throw for Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Check safety, check safety.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing.
And now look at him go. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. Joshua Dobbs. An 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Off to Thomas on the left side. A good pickup there. 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike, 48. Mike, 48. Still heavy? Boom, boom. Everyone, what you got? What you got, heavy? What you got, heavy? Give me some. Get ready.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And again, it's Bridgewater. And he fires one incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Check three, check three, check three.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Sack by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Bridgewater. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Jaguars pick up their first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 53 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Mike's 47.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 21-yard line.
47's a Mike. 47's a Mike.
He's to the 10. 16 yards, a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move, and more guys.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
The Saints take over.
Request from Wick.
At their own
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But I also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Telvin Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Play action now. Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 57 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
14. Saints 10.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't really.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Dobbs. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Tight down. There you go. Jam, 66, bullet, high. 36. Shake it.
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And an alley to run. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mike, 54. Watch the screen. Check.
Fournette, a first down carry. A.J. Klein on the tackle there. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Begin. Right there. 54. Right there. Hey. Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike 54.
And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Dobbs. Throw right side of the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Switch gears. 22, check, bomber. 22, check, bomber. Hey, check, look small. Check, Mike, 47. Rip right. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike, 47.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dobbs looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. 3rd down here.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third. And Dobbs is going to be swallowed up as he'll go down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kickstarted things going in the opposite direction.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I can't believe they even let you play. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got something.
Again, it's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. That'll put him right at 99 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out.
Kill. 56 is the mic.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a 2nd guy. Maybe you just out and out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
Check 56. He can't help. He's not going to get me.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Saints 17, Jaguars 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephon Anthony. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17. Another try after the first down sack. Dobbs. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, Dobbs. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now Dobbs. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Back to throw Dobbs. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. Dobbs now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 17.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Dobbs. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Stephon Anthony able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now Dobbs. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around it. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
The Saints take over. at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Smith catches left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
First down.
Here we go. Here we go. Tight up, tight up, tight up. It's free.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
Down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check this. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Okay, check, check. Let's go. Bobo's the Mike. Mike's Bobo. Blue Dan, Blue Dan. Check, crunch, crunch. Echo, echo.
Here's Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Play fake. Bridgewater. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Here's Bridgewater. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They run it again with Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for first. The Saints on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. He made his only attempt here. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved.
He's got a man, complete. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. They find some open field here. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Pick it up, defense, let's go. Undercook, undercook, undercook.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Get that ball. Get that ball. Check 15. Check 15.
Here's Bridgewater. That's caught. It's Thomas. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 22 yards there, a first down. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They come out here in the eye. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only
that's how you finish a game, baby. Let's go.
I got some overtime.
Let's go.
Look at you. Tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for
Let's
my
go.
meal.
You really just wanted for a quarter.
Let's go.
How much fun was that? We had
Michael
that
Thomas.
where we got us to overtime.
Michael
and then we got a dramatic
Thomas.
ending to finish things off as well.
He's the man. Yeah. Good game, dude.
I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Ooh, that nigga Michael Thomas saved me, boy. So many times. How many of them 308 Thomas had?
With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
199. Man, look at the catches that nigga made, dog. Like, come on, bro. Like, so look at this right here. So, I mean, I got him open right here, which I should have threw the ball a long time ago. He been open. He been open. That's a bad read. And is this nigga open right here over the top? I see. Kamara open too, man. That's just a bad read, bro. Kamara waving like, come on, bro. I could have walked in for a touchdown. And I threw this way back over here. Which this nigga almost made a play on it. Who is it? That's Jalen Ramp? No, that's Bouye. Oof. Ooh, Lord. Then this play. Oh my God. Michael Thomas. Two niggas over here, bro. They waiting on him. One nigga already hit him. Already on them. He like, nigga, I'm good. I got it. Come on, bro. You can't make this stuff up. Can't make this stuff up, man. Great game, dog. I was ranked 336 before that. Let's see what that put me to. Ooh, I went up from 336 to 316, so that dude must have been ranked pretty high. Let me see if he was in the top 100 by chance. Oh, what his name was? I forgot his name. Let me see if I can go to my... I know they changed it. Compare stats. I think they got it where I can't even see the history no more on this chart. Man, be tripping. See, that's stupid, bro. Whatever, dog. I know his name if I see it. Let's see. King Art, I beat him last night. Nigga tried to glitch me. He a glitcher, dog. I beat him last night. Let's see who else, man. CTC, I beat him last night. Let's see who else. Yeah, I know him. Yeah, that's who I just played right there. Rank number 83. Smith Wesson. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Played a good game right there, man. Whoo.